What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm working on another fix-it-yourself CRV ordeal. Super common with CRVs, and today we're going to be working with the drive shaft. So here we have a drive shaft out of a RD1 CRV, which is a 97 to 2001. Typically, these U-joints are not serviceable. And so whenever the U-joints go bad, you just replace the whole drive shaft, and you can get those off Amazon. If you're interested in a link for a new drive shaft, I'll put one of those in the description, and that'll be able to, if you want to replace the whole unit. This one, though, you can see it does have a bad U-joint here, and there we go. So a lot of times these will wind up breaking, and it just causes chaos. So this is for an RD1 that I actually own that I'm fixing to sell, but I was going to replace the drive shaft. I actually took this one out, had it in my scrap barrel over there in the corner, and was going to get a new drive shaft. And someone on one of my YouTube videos mentioned that you could get new U-joints off of Amazon for these, and they're a little bit different. And the reason these are typically not serviceable is because they're staked in there. And if you see those little indentions, that's where that they've staked in those caps, and they're not serviceable like the other style where it has the clips that are removable to be able to take this out. But this U-joint here actually clips on the inside, so it might be a little daunting of a task to get those clips in here, but that's where they're going to be, is actually in here. So we've got to grind these out, these stakes in here, to where we can get this out of here. So I'm going to also put the link to these in the description. Golly, I'm already filthy. I've been working on other stuff. But we got to get these out of here. All right, so after a little trial and tribulation, I got the yoke here off. I tried cutting it with a Sawzall, and that's why I got little blade marks here, trying to get a Sawzall in there to chop that. I got it cleaned, got them cleaned up to where I can see the stakes. But what I found out to work the best, because my little whiz wheel thing here, die grinder, to get it in there, you see mine's not in the best shape. So I need to knock this cap down to be able to get that to where it's actually got some meat on it. So what I did is I took that nut there, and the nut's big enough that it goes around this. And then I took a little ball peen hammer, put it in here like this, and then I hit it with this hammer. And I'll set this camera up, kind of show you what I did. So now with that knocked down in there, take the whiz wheel, die grinder. I'm gonna take them stakes out of that, smooth it out. Right. So now that I got the other side done, I'll flip it back over like this, and I'm gonna knock this one through. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with that and get those stakes out. Now it's the fun part. It's getting this joker out of here. Alright, so we got the old one out of there, and you can see all that rust and stuff with those needle bearings. Definitely seen its better days. So now we gotta try to figure out how we're gonna get this new one in here. Alright, so I got that in there, but you see how you can't really get those clips in there because the way this yoke is designed. So I guess I'm gonna have to take and grind that out. But this just seems like too much. I mean, because it's got to be precise. Because if you give it too much on one side, then it's not going to have the centered, and then the dadgum drive shaft is just going to be just. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I used the cutoff wheel on my grinder here and shaved that down. You see how that's kind of a uniform thickness there, to where that, you see how it's got the step. So it definitely takes off some of the material, you know, of that flange. But this looks like it will work with the cup of that U-joint now. Because when I put that U-joint, I put the cup on it, I could see that the ring groove all the way around it. So we'll do this one real quick and see if maybe we can plug that into here. All right, so I've obviously got to still grind my outer yoke here, but I've got the clips on there. I actually think I ground out a little bit too much, but it works. Like I said, this would work, I guess, if you're in a pinch, just didn't have a lot of money, but you had time to do this. But me personally, I don't think that I would be recommending to do this or doing this again in the future. I'll just get another drive shaft. They're relatively inexpensive and saves a lot of work, so that's what I would do. All right, so I got all the clips in there. Took out that play it had. I mean, overall, I mean, I guess this would work. You know, maybe doing some kind of more precise grinding on it than I did. You know, I just, like I said, I just used the cutoff wheel on my grinder here. So maybe something that was slightly more precise than what I was doing, but what I did definitely did work. I mean, you can see there how I just flattened this out with the grinder. So, you know, I don't know. Is it better than it was? Yes. Is it better than a new one or equal to a new one? I would probably say no. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good at something like that as maybe one of you guys. You know, for me, I also own a repair shop. This is not something that I would do for a customer. It's just not. I mean, it's not time effective. It's not cost effective. Not when a drive shaft off of Amazon is like $130, $150. You know, it's just not. Granted, this is cheaper than replacing the drive shaft. The time that it took me to do this cost me more than buying the drive shaft. Does that make sense? So anyways, I'm going to put this on my automatic RD1 and we're going to test it. But like I said, do I recommend it? No, unless you have just time and the tools. So that's my 2 cents on it. If it's me, again, moving forward, I'm just going to spend the $130 and buy the replacement drive shaft. But anyways, thanks for stopping by and listening to my TED Talk. Nah, it's all good. But yeah, I am getting out of here for the day. And hopefully get to repairing some more Hondas this week.